Hi everyone and welcome back to some Path of Exile in the Ritual League. So, we will run just a couple of maps together and talk about the league and some thoughts just around the game and bring you up to speed on why I didn't upload lately. So I guess we will start with that. Yeah, I am suffering from severe RSI at the moment. My hand is hurting like crazy. And so that's why I wasn't able to play that much. So basically after an hour or so, I need to either take a break or to stop play for the day, depending on if I go ahead and play some CSGO with my buddies, which honestly one game a day is okay. Second game most often is just gonna hurt me more than it should. So yeah, I need to slow down there, or I needed to slow down there as well, which it is okay, don't get me wrong, you know, health is always first, right? But it meant I wasn't able to play as much as I would like, because I have to say, this has to be the favorite league I've ever played in Path of Exile. Yeah, for those who didn't know, I only started playing in Metamorph League, so that's not too long ago, right? That's a bit more than a year. I think December 2019 was the start of that one, if I remember correctly. And that was the first time it was not the first time I played Path of Exile, it was just the first time that I really completed the game, in a sense that I was able to push into red maps and stuff, right? So that was basically the start of me giving this game more than just a shot to check it out, right? And yeah, I mean, that's an important step, right? So since then, there were a couple of good leagues, actually. I personally really liked Harvest League with the Garden, but as every other league, it's like, it's personal preference, right? So Heist League wasn't really for me, but I did a little bit of solo self-found back then, and that was a really good thing, it turned out, because that was a bit of a eye-opener in the sense of how you can learn more about the game and what you can do in solo self-found. I was surprised that I was able to push up to Cyrus, actually, so yeah. Now, other than that, I think the new content with the 10-stage boss fights and stuff like that, I really enjoy that. I think that's a very cool idea. Although it means that you need a character who has a lot of DPS, but let's be honest, we all want a character that deals a lot of DPS anyways. So I guess that goes hand in hand, right? Yeah, you needed to have a good boss killer here and there. And some of the fights that the Maven offers are crazy hard, right? I still have not beaten the Maven. I tried it 2 times now, I think? Yeah, I think 2 times. But I wasn't able to beat her so far. So I failed the fight 2 times, which for me is a-okay, right? I am always like, I want to learn the fight on my own terms, which means, yeah, it will take me longer to get to a win, sure, but I don't like watching tutorial videos about a boss. That's just who I am, right? I want to get there myself. I know you could say that's stupid because you lose a lot of time, right? But that's just, as I said, that's who I am. I really like to do a little bit of trial and error regarding those bosses, so yeah. Another boss I was trying out this league was the Shaper, and I managed to get a couple of Shaper kills in. I beforehand never had the fragments to try the fight because I was never focusing on that, right? But this time around I was like, okay, I will work my way towards the Shaper. I did a couple of Elder fights as well, because that fight I really do enjoy. I like the Elder fight a lot, actually, because I think it's a fight that's very well done. Don't get me wrong, the Shaper fight is quite fun as well. But as I said, I didn't have the possibility to do that sooner, so I had to learn the Shaper this league by my own, and that worked out pretty good. Now, you know, with the build I'm playing right here, the Bleed Bow, boss fights can get a little bit trivial, and oh, I like the look of this one. Hey, Whispering Eyes. Alright, what will we get? Feral Lord 1. I did do... No, I didn't do the whole Feral Lord stuff, actually. Huh. So that could be something. For now I will get the Ulnatol Splinters. I guess I will get that one as well. Why not? Get some diff cards. There we go. Yeah, so... After that, I actually tried Uber Elder for the first time as well. And I failed my first fight. Actually failed it. Which isn't a bad thing, again. That's just how it goes. I fully expected I had one Feral Lord 1. Oh my god. Oh, keep that, keep that. Is that actually worth something? Still, a chaos. Okay then. Maybe a buddy of mine will use this. We will see. We will see. But yeah, as I said, Uber Elder, I failed the fight, which is a-okay. It was a learning experience as well. If I have a build that is possible to do that fight, it will be this one. Or, actually, the Arc Scion that we built as well. Honestly, the Arc Scion is my Cyrus killer. Believe it or not. I don't know what it is, but in the Cyrus fight, I have huge troubles regarding dash. This is the first time I do play with dash, right? So I usually play with flame dash. So it was a bit of a getting used to as well, but also since you always travel the same distance with dash, right? With flame dash you can really aim where you want to go.
I can't do this just
which
yet.
is something I do enjoy quite well, quite a lot. But yeah, it was really hard for me to get used to that. So I was like, okay, for the Cyrus fight, I will just go in with the Arc Scion, right? I mean, it is a good bossing character as well. Yes, it is not the same insane amount of DPS as it is with the Bleed Bow and triggering the special mod that you have on here, but it's consistent DPS, and since we will recharge flask charges with the build, that means that you can have some flask charges up during the fight quite consistently, and that really makes that build very good for boss killing, right? I mean, the clear isn't as fast as with this Bleed Bow. That is a bit sad, but that's just how Archmage works, right? You have to stand still a little bit longer than with the Bleed Bow here. As you can see, when I move, I just from time to time take a little stutter step. That's when I'm shooting. And with the Arc Witch, or the Arc Scion in this case, you have to stand a little bit longer, because with Spell Echo and the staff you're using for Greater Spell Echo, it just takes a little bit more time to cast. Which is a-okay in the Cyrus fight, actually. The timing works out fairly well. And I don't know, maybe I just got used to it. That could be it. But I just enjoy it, to be honest. And as I said, I was so used to playing with Flame Dash, because I think I played Flame Dash for 3 leagues in a row. Yeah, because with the Creeping Frost build, yeah, that's true. With the Creeping Frost build as well, I used Flame Dash. So, yeah. Dash, though, I have to say, once you reach level 20 with it, as well as having a second wind support, that's when Dash becomes very good and very enjoyable to play. So yeah, for me that was when I started to really enjoy Dash. But as I said, for Cyrus himself, I just needed to have the movement skill that I was used to. that's pretty much all that's to that. This build would be more than capable of dealing with Shaper. With Cyrus, I'm sure about that. But due to my lack of confidence with Dash, I always felt like it's the better idea to just go with what I know to really make the best out of it. There we go. That's that done. There is another ritual somewhere, so let's try and find that. It's probably down here somewhere, if I have to guess. So yeah, as I said though, the 10-way boss fights, those were really enjoyable. I really need to get my ass towards Maven again. I do have one fight ready, and I think I need 2 more splinters for another fight to be ready as well. So I think it could be fun to just save up like 2 or 3 fights and try to get a couple of, I don't know, like tries in again before the league will end, right? So yeah, I guess that's what I will be working towards. It's just having 2 or 3 fights again and just try to learn what I need to learn to be able to beat her, right? So yeah, I guess that's the last thing that I have on my list to do in this league. And yeah, I guess it would be a good opportunity to talk a little bit about league goals and how you can stretch out your playtime over more than just a month. Obviously, making new builds is a good opportunity to get more playtime out of a league. But I always feel like if you don't have certain league goals, you kind of lose track, you kind of lose motivation over time, and you're just like, okay, I just finished this or that, and that's pretty much all I wanted to do, right? So having a couple of league goals is always a really good idea. Let's defer that X. Excuse me. Awesome. Ancient shards. Eyes from above. Do. I guess I will just go for the essence. It's a shrieking as well. 105 max mana. That's pretty cool. That's actually really cool. But it's not worth anything, so we will just take those. I guess the Harvey shards, why not? And the ancient shards, and a couple of jewelers, why not? There we go. Yeah, so my league goals were pretty simple this league. And I guess a good opportunity to talk about them is in our hideout here. Now, this is a hideout I downloaded from a website, and it's Firelink Shrine, right? I really enjoy the fire effects around the waypoint here. I think that's very well done. Also, the aesthetics as a whole are very well done, so truly enjoyable. And the guy who created this hideout is a genius in my eyes, so yeah, really enjoyed this one. But my league goals, honestly, were getting my masters to max level, and June was the last one I was able to get to level 7, which is her max. Nico was already max level, and I think Alva is the last one I need. Yeah. So 2 more unexplored rooms for level 5. Einhar is done, Nico is done, those were done long before that, or this league. And yeah, June was done this league, so either this or next league we will be able to actually be done with all the masters, which is good. That is something I'm looking forward to, and you just need that to be able to have all the decorations, so you can download a couple of hideouts that you really like. So yeah, oh god, I should have just taken an unupgraded Skyrim. Okay, I will waste some sulfite. I thought I used up more sulfite than I actually did, so that's a bit unfortunate. Oh no! Thing is, from time to time, when you open up a sulfide deposit, you're actually gaining a divination card that gives you 10 orbs of alterations, which I think is very good. Especially in the early game, that helped out a ton, right? Because up to a certain point, you need alterations like crazy. And basically, once you're finished crafting your items, they will start to pile up again. But having that initial burst of currency is really helpful. And I guess that that loops back to the League. I honestly think getting currency, getting good items out of rituals throughout leveling, it was never easier. Also, I feel like map sustain was never easier than in this League. But those are positive things, right? That is stuff I do enjoy. Yes, I do like my challenges from time to time. I also like when a League is just good in the early stages that allow you to progress smoothly. And I think they nailed it with this one. I think the Exalted we deferred was the third Exalted that we had in a ritual, because for a long time I stopped doing the rituals because I was leveling and I had the goal of reaching level 95, which we are right now. That is where I feel this build has, well, no, a little bit less would do, but it's where I'm comfortable with this build, right? That's I wanted a certain amount of HP and survivability as a whole, so that was like the goal I had to do. Now, you could invest more currency into this build, get cluster jewels, which greatly improve the damage as well. But I don't know about greatly, but like, yeah, I guess you could get around 10% more damage out of it, which is crazy if you think about it, right? This build in Bloodstand deals around 30 million DPS to Cyrus, which honestly is crazy to me. Because with Arc I'm dealing around 3 million, but 3 million consistently without hoping on a proc like our damage proc on our bow. The 60% chance for bleeding to deal 100% more damage. If that procs, you're in for a treat. And also, we did invest into a Watcher side that gives me 10% faster damage inflicted with bleeding while affected by malevolence, which we are. So, yeah, that was a good upgrade. It just feels very fluid and smooth with that upgrade. It did that before, but you can feel the difference since we upgraded that. It really, really does feel better or more consistent, I guess. But overall, as I said, I personally enjoy when you have a smooth progression in leveling. Sometimes certain builds have it easier than others, right? That's why I always really enjoy to level with witches. Because the more you level up your spell, the more damage you get, and you just have this very linear path of getting stronger, right? With melee builds, or in this case, the bow build, you need to think about your weapon consistently throughout every act, basically. Which is like what I do when I play a melee build. It's just honestly every act I try to see if I need to change up my weapon, and that can be a daunting task, although worth in the end. But I can really see how that can put you off of playing melee in some, I guess, some leagues, but overall in the game. Anyway, can you please stop? Thank you. Okay, let's see. Red jewelry, I don't care. Quality gems, why not? Senses, I would really like to get some currency. Thank you. Before we actually spawn this guy.
I can't do this just yet.
There we go. Let's get puncture ready. 6 stages. Shoot. Ow, that guy did hit me. I deactivated an aura, which is okay. But yeah, that's the metamorph done basically. Now we just have to deal with the stragglers that are around. There we go. Hey, Prime Saxon. Awesome. There we go. Sweet. That's a strange jewel. Yeah, so as I said, overall I really enjoyed this league. And I think it was truly one of the most fun I've had in a league since Harvest League, basically. That's cool, right? That is really cool. Let's get the Simulacrum Splinters. I guess we could get some Ritual Splinters again and deal with that at some point. But yeah, I mean, for the most part, I'm just mapping now and working towards the boss fights I wanna do until the league is over. Also something that I will be able to do, which I haven't done in Delirium League, is actually do have a Simulacrum ready, and I think I should try this, to be honest. I really think I should try this one. So I will try this. I have Uber Theory ready, which I'm not quite sure if with which build I would like to try that. I also have Uber Elder ready again, which we definitely have to try out again. And I do have 2 upgraded Breach Stones here. We have a lot of Soul Fight, so we might be able to push to level 96. We're 50% there. I guess I would just get a little bit more of the 5% increased life, 6% increased armor. That sounds about right to me. So yeah, I mean, besides that, the build is the same as you saw it when I did the switch, which with the Thread of Hope, still the same one that we got. With Lion Icefall, the same one that we got. The only thing I changed up really was the Watcher's Eye. And I am trying to farm Harvest to get the last craft on my bow. We have a 1 in 3 chance in hitting tier 1 there. So that's what I will be up to. Really gonna try and finish up the bow. And maybe go over the gear again. And yeah, I mean, that's really all I wanted to talk about. Honestly, this league, as I said, it was a lot of fun. I think the new content, if you take a look here, I still need to do 1, 2, 3... yeah, 3 fights with 10 bosses. So we have craftable watchstones in every single region. And I'm looking forward to that, to be honest. But yeah, I wanted to have the normal watchstones first, so I didn't focus on Maven too much. I am quite happy with my completion and awakening bonus completion. I do enjoy having these numbers quite high. And let's talk about this a little bit. So what I did was the Elder Guardians and the Shaper Guardians. So we could do the Breach Lord fight, and I don't think I will do the other ones. So yeah, I just have the Sana notes in here. That's all I took, and I don't know. I mean, we could go for something else if we get another fight. I mean, 1 additional Atlas mission is quite nice, to be honest. Effective Watchstones could be cool. There is a lot of nice stuff here. That is really good as well. I'm just not sure if it's worth or not, so that's why I didn't push it. Just having 2 more skill points there, right? So, yeah, I mean, that is pretty much it. I just really wanted to talk about how much fun the game was this league, and still is. I don't think I ever played so long into a league, so that speaks for itself, if you ask me. And just to talk a little bit about the stuff we did on the side was Estella Fustora. She is level 91 now. This is honestly just my Cyrus killer, because I enjoy the build very much, and this could be my league start next league, not as an Ascendant this time, but going with another Witch and just playing Mind Over Matter Agnostic Archmage on a Witch with Arc, which is always enjoyable. We also have our Ice Project. I migrated this over from Solo Self-Found. I just wanted to see what happened if I throw a 6-link at it, and yeah, the build isn't ready, so I will have to work on that quite a lot. But I might do that in the next league as well. Yeah, I mean, let me know if you want to see more from the Ice Project. I think it's an awesome build. I think it has potential, but I also know it needs a lot of work on how to gear properly so we can scale her into endgame. We also have to go farming Ranger here, and that is something I did one day that I was like, okay, I really would like to level a new build, and as you can see, he's still in his white t-shirt. But this is pretty much an Essence Drain Contagion Trickster. Nothing special to it, still a live version. I was planning to go CI with this one, but I need some gear. But yeah, the reason I did this is, as you can imagine, Waldo's Rest, having the Harbingers there with their proximity shields. It lacks, even my PC lacks when I do maps in this region, to be honest, and I was quite surprised that it does that. But with the chaos damage, you don't have to worry about proximity shields, which makes that really, really enjoyable to play, right? And yeah, that's pretty much what I was up to. And as I said, dealing with severe RSI, so I really need to be careful on how much clicking I do. I just need to take it a little bit slower. I need to take a lot of breaks, and I can't play as much as I would like. That goes for every game I play, right? So yeah, I mean, I'm still amazed on what you can achieve if you only can put 1 hour a day into this game. You can get quite some stuff done, and I really enjoyed that about PoE. So this is it for today though. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, take care. Bye.